Alright guys, what's going on? Just finished doing some flax farming. Did it all with that bone meal that I picked up from various nice nice donor people. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 8 sticks. I've got 8 sticks in here. That'll work out just fine. And do I have any dyes that I really would like to use? I don't think so. Maybe I've got some indigo. Maybe doesn't look like it. Yeah, doesn't matter. So I'm going to take 8 sticks and then a stack of string. This is pretty expensive as far as string goes. We're going to get canvas. Now canvas is going to be pretty useful because we're going to make a canvas bag with the canvas. Canvas bags are pretty neat. What they are is they're a bag. Basically it's like a little micro chest that you can bring with you. I generally keep one like this one to store all my tools in just in case I find myself needing them at any point in time. And let me go, oh, yeah, I already did that. Let's put this here. And put the flax away. But yeah, so I generally keep a good collection of stuff in my bag just in case, you know, I find myself needing it or whatever. So yeah, I think today is a good day to get into some Thaumcraft. Yeah, I think it's about time. I think we are pretty well overdue. I've got a decent amount of Thaumcraft crystals and stuff here. But unfortunately for you guys, this is actually going to mostly consist of me doing stuff off camera. But I'm going to do a few things on camera. These are things that I feel that you guys should see. But yeah, so we're going to start off with Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft is a really cool mod in my opinion, and we're going to start off with it. You can take any shard, a stick, and a gold nugget and get yourself a Wand of the Apprentice. This is a very basic wand. And with this wand, we're going to take it, and if we put it in our inventory, you see it's just kind of refilling itself. Pretty neat, pretty nifty. And then beyond that, if I make a bookshelf, I can take my bookshelf, place it down. I'm going to place it down right here, why not? And right-click with my wand. What's this, you might ask? This is the beginning of Thaumcraft. This is a Thaumonomicon. When we open the Thaumonomicon up, it has quite a few little basic things that will help you out. You can see there's a way to use these little knowledge fragments we've been finding, and there's a lot of stuff in here. This is basically your notebook where anything you find in research will be revealed and will be kept and noted. I'm gonna get a few little basic Thaumcraft things done in this episode, but most of it, like I said, is going to most likely be off camera, just because I don't want to give it away. The really big thing with Thaumcraft is it's actually pretty secretive. So yeah, we're going to get started. If you looked, or if you've done this before, you know exactly what I'm getting started with. We're going to make some tables. Tables are added by Thaumcraft, and they're really cool. We need 3 of them. I also need a feather. Do I have a feather? Ooh, no feathers. That might be a problem. Let's come over here and just see how things are going. You can see we've already gotten some good stuff going. Let's see if I can find a chicken. With my looting sword, I'm not too concerned about killing just a chicken. Because what I need is, I need a feather for this. And I don't currently have one, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. So let's just take a look in the area, see what I can find as far as a chicken goes, because that would be pretty helpful. I was actually honestly expecting to find a chicken by now. I am disappointed, Minecraft. Sheep, useful, but equally not useful. I'll take these this quicksilver from the silver wood tree. Sorry about that. I'm just kind of looking around to see what all is going on. Oh hey, a forest type, nice. Chicken! Yay! I swear if this chicken doesn't drop any feathers, I'm going to go nuts. Oh no, it could have dropped 2 feathers. And there's another chicken, so if I wanted to breed it later on, I could. I probably will, because I need to actually get a proper mob farm, like a animal farm set up, because I'm doing pretty poorly. Maybe that's what I'll do next episode. I just got pinged, of course. I'm gonna go see what that ping's all about, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to see what that's all about. Normally people don't ping me, so whenever they do, I have to assume it's something kind of urgent. But this one guy, you know, I like him a lot. He's cool. He plays on the server actually, but I don't think he quite understands what
the point of the ping is, or what the. Let me just a minute.
No, not a crash. Just a very bad lag spike. That was strange. But yeah, he's a really cool guy. He actually has really great ideas. In fact, it's just like sometimes he'll ping me to let me know something simple, like he's gonna be getting on my server here in a minute. That's great, but no offense, but we don't really need to know. Aha, see, okay, I wanna mention this. This is something really exciting. The new forestry allows you to do tree breeding now. And we're already accidentally getting into this. I didn't even think about this until just now, and then I looked at this and I was like, holy crap, I forgot about this. If you have your bees anywhere near a tree, basically it can kind of pollinate it and make stuff happen to it. This tree is a victim. You can see these, there's 2 leaves on this one that are different. These look like lemons, actually. But basically, at this point, I can break this and hope I get a sapling. Same goes for the other guy. Because what I need right now is a sapling. Nope, no sapling. But yeah, these trees are basically going to get bred up by these bees, which is pretty neat, pretty convenient actually. I didn't even think about that until just now. And we're getting stringy combs. This guy is losing his diligence or unwariness. That's kind of not good. I mean, it's not terrible, it's just not great. So, back on topic. If I come over here, back down here, woohoo. Eventually I'll actually have a building for all my Thaumcraft stuff, but right now I don't even have any anything researched yet, so we're too premature for that, really. So I'm going to need a glass bottle, as well as an ink sac for this guy. I have 42 ink sacs. Can you believe that? Those squid out there in that little lake. So if I take, let's see, an ink sac, a feather, and a glass bottle, I can get scribing tools. Scribing tools have other uses than what I'm going to be using them for now, but I don't really do those things that they're used for, so yeah. We're going to start off by learning how to speak. We're going to start off by just placing down one table and right-clicking on it with our wand. And look at that, something happened. Our wand got moved into here. You can just take it out. And now we have an arcane work table. This is pretty cool. This guy can be used for normal crafting, but it can also be used for special crafting that requires your wand. And you can see there's a nifty little wand on top of it whenever your wand is in there, and it goes away when it's not. Pretty cool stuff, though. In my opinion, this is actually really wicked. Right now, we're just going to be leaving it at that. We don't really need it for anything at the moment, but we will need it later down the road. Now, if I take my 2 tables, as you see I've done here, and place them next to each other, and then right-click my scribing tools, it turned into a work table, or not a work table, a research table. Basically, if I right-click on it, it's going to need paper, and what I can do is I can just research random stuff. There's this little toggle switch down here to change between cursory and thorough. Cursory will basically, the way this works, by the way, is you put items in here with certain aspects. These aspects can be found by holding down shift while hovering over an item. A lot of things have aspects like these. You can see several mod items do as well, like my sword over here does. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be researching these things. And the thing with research is, if it's in cursory mode, it's going to use up less of this item. Like this, it'll just be lost, by the way. But it'll use up less of it, but it has a lower chance of actually depleting string or depleting whatever item you're researching. But at the same time, any progress in research you make is going to take a lot more time to do. Whereas thorough, you have a higher chance of losing your string, but you also make more progress in your research at once. So we're going to get started with some basic stuff. I don't want to just do it all off camera. I want to show you guys some stuff. I don't want to be distant. So I'm going to make a good stack of paper. We need paper for this guy. One of the things that you will always need for these is paper. And paper goes in this slot. It's really hard to see, but there's a little paper divot in the GUI right there. It's kind of hard to see. Very hard, actually. We're just going to start by researching something. Now, I happen to know that gunpowder is a good thing to research. I've got 12. That should be plenty. And I prefer researching in thorough. It just saves my time. So if I put this in here, you'll notice actually something that would be better to research that has the same things as netherrack. So you see this has Fractus and Ignis, and so does netherrack. But it also has, oh, it doesn't have Fractus, it just has Ignis. Okay, that might be a bit necessary. But it also has Saxum and Solum. So I guess we are going to just go ahead and stick with the gunpowder. And if I search it, you see, hey look, research notes, that popped up. Unknown theory, we don't know what we're researching yet. You can see there's a little pop-up up here that says kind of what's going on, but right now we can't even read that. That's illegible. And it's telling us that we have two things here, Obscurus. Now logic tells me if I search this, and it has 2, and this has 2, well, I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be Fractus and the other one's going to be Ignis. I may be wrong, but let's keep on searching to find out. You see we've already used up 2 of my gunpowder, and these guys are 100% complete in their research. And now that I've gotten to 50% complete on my research, it's going to tell me this in English. Basically, it's going to be pretty cool, and I can take this guy out, and I can actually hold it in my hands. The substance that throbs with fiery energy, and it is more than eager to release that energy in the slightest bump. It may be unstable, but it would probably make a good source of fuel. So we're going to put this guy back in here. We don't really want to mess with that by itself, because we can't do anything with that by itself. So what we need now is I need to see, kind of figure out what my other source is. Didn't it say something along the lines of substance, more eager energy, slightest bump? Maybe, I'm trying to remember. Maybe, let's see, what do I have more of? We can use Nikolite or Redstone. They both have the same aspects on them. I prefer using Nikolite because I usually have an abundance of it that I don't need. And you can see that this part grayed out. That means that Machina, or yeah, Machina I'm going to say, is actually not even a part of it. So if it grays out, you can just go ahead and throw it out the window. You know it's not going to be in it. But Potentia is. Potentia is a big part of it, apparently. And now that it is all 100% complete, we have a discovery, Alumentum. Now, the Thumbonomicon doesn't have to be with you to actually do this, but if I take this in my hand, you see it's showing up the same thing, and then I right-click. Research completed, Alumentum. And now, in my Thumbonomicon, I can come over here and see that in the Crucible, which we'll get into the Crucible in a minute, I can take 6 Potentia, 6 Ignis, and 3 Fractus and make myself one of these Alumentum. What this means is I can take items with, or it may require more than one item to get, to get it, regardless. 6 Ignis and 6 Fractus and all those other things that were mentioned, and combine them and get what I need. It looks like we're getting pretty good stuff. As far as bees go. So yeah. So I'm trying to keep an eye on that bee, because the sooner I can get it done, the sooner I can get that stuff automated, I can just sort of forget it. Now, of course, right now, the comb by itself is really useless, but we'll get into more uses for it later. So yeah, we've got that researched, and basically, like for this, if it's saying I need 3 Fractus, 6 Ignis, and 6 Potentia, I would have to throw in 3 pieces of Nikolite, and then it looks like 2 pieces of gunpowder to get 1 Alumentum. So I'm going to start by researching Nikolite again. Let's just see what we get. Unknown theory. Okay, so it looks like Potentia is a big part of it. Niter. Okay, so we're not at 50%, so this is still in Jibber Jabber. Let's try torches. Torches have... Oh wait, torches have Imperador? I didn't know that. What? I don't remember that. I thought they only had Lux. I can research Lux, which is a big thing. This is taking up a few torches, but you can see it's also going to ask me for some Ignis. Ignis, I can just use Netherrack. I don't really need Netherrack. Ta-da! Niter. Niter is really cool. What it can do, basically, is it is a... you see, like the description itself is, this flame seems to be fueled by magic itself. The number of uses for the ever-burning flame seems endless, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to produce much heat, though it could prove to be a steady source of light and energy. Niter can also be placed in the world to act as the magical light source, and I will probably be doing just that when I build a lab for my Thaumcraft awesomeness. Right now I don't necessarily know about that quite yet, but we'll get into that later. I'm just going to keep an eye on my bees. You can see This guy is cultivated. Let's try moving it in the diligent direction again. It's kind of moved away from that. So yeah, that's some basic research. There's also, like you can see here, the description, what it requires. There's also some basic transmutation. I'll go and reveal what that is. One I can go ahead and get right now, though, is this guy right here. And I know what it requires, and that's part of why I wanted to get the string, is if you search Panis, or research Panis, you can get this magical aspect. You've created a you've created a simple but strong fabric from wool and spider silk. You're sure you can infuse it with magic somehow to create a wonderful crafting component. Indeed it is wonderful, and indeed it is a crafting component. But I think I'm going to end it here. Things are getting a little bit slow with this. I'm going to do a lot of research probably between this episode and next. I'm going to go ahead and quit my recording spree for now so that I can focus on this as I need to. Hopefully next time these guys will stay unwary and this guy will move up. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see in just a minute. I don't even know what its offspring was. Let's see. Cultivated, okay. Yep, okay. And then this guy, I'm kind of cool with it staying normal. I don't necessarily need it to be upgraded and crazy. And I want to see how my, okay, I was hoping maybe something would have not transmuted. One of the trees around here would have changed. What I may do is, oh wait, there is one over there that's changed. What I may look into is growing some more trees a little bit closer, because I want more of these this tree stuff to go on. There's another one up there. Alright guys, so normally I wouldn't stop just to do some recording, but I found something pretty nifty. A zombie hunter. Yeah, this is actually good because I wanted a few things that I could get from zombies anyways. So this could prove potentially useful. Oh nice, a record and some boots and some other miscellaneous stuff. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, I am going to do a little bit of caving. I've just been kind of exploring, got kind of bored with doing what I was doing with Thaumcraft, so I'm going to take a little while to do some caving. Oh, sweet, marble. That's actually pretty valuable. I might just start digging out that marble then, because that's pretty useful for me. It's a pretty nice building resource, and yeah. So I'm going to take care of that. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. I thought that was pretty cool. Right there on the surface, and pretty nifty. Let's see if there's anything else here before I quit the recording, because I really hate cutting a recording just have to go back to recording again moments later. I don't think there's going to be anything else. Let me make sure. Yeah, just didn't feel too laggy like it normally kind of does. Oh, it's into a big cave. Nice. Oh, you took my minium shard. That's what I needed. There we go. Yeah, what I wanted was one more minium shard, actually. Which is why I started trying to explore a little bit. Is because I was hoping to maybe find some mods. As you can see on the what's it called? The mini-map. There is a village right up there. I think we've actually been to the village already, but I want to give it a check just to make sure, because we may not have been. Let me start heading back up, though. I'll check out that village on camera. I'm pretty sure it's one we've already been to. It's way too close to us for me to not have been to it yet. I'm going to pick up these ores since I'm already here as well. Pretty nice loot, though. I was pretty happy with that music disc. I mean, the music disc isn't a good one, but it's a music disc. It's still something worth noting. So, let's go ahead and get on out of here. We'll do that. I'll make note of this. I might eventually use it, actually. You may be wondering how. I don't actually have soul shards, but I have a portal gun. And I can therefore use it to move it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, shame on you. Just going to dig my way out of here, come over here and check out this village. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've already been to it. But it's always good to check, because if I haven't, then it'll be a nice little surprise. Pretty easy ways to figure out if I have. Yep, I already have. definitely already have, since there's no apiaries at the apiarist chests or the apiarist's house. And yeah, pretty neat. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright, just doing a little more exploring. As you can see, I actually found a glacier biome, but I found another one of these awesome great wood trees from Thaumcraft with spider webs in it. So I figured I'd go ahead and start recording so that I could show you guys anything that may come about this. I'm just going to start off by lighting this up and take that out. Sweet. Oh, another record and some other miscellaneous things. Actually not as exciting as I was hoping for it to be. Alright, yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm just kind of doing some exploring right now. I kind of didn't expect to do this, and I do apologize for the train in the background. I obviously can't just get up and move the train, but I do apologize for it. Yeah, I didn't expect to do the exploring that I'm doing right now, but I kind of got bored and wanted to go and see some other stuff on this map. Maybe take advantage of anything that I may find useful, like a dungeon or maybe a village. So as I find any of these things that I'm specifically, or not necessarily specifically looking for, but I'm aiming to find, as I find them, I plan on recording and stuff. So yeah, this will probably be a bit of a montage. I may actually just speed it up for you guys so that you guys don't really have to watch all the boringness. I keep on forgetting I have long fall boots too, so that's kind of making this a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. Looks like another canyon biome up here though, pretty nice. So a nice little lava fall. So yeah, nice little canyon though. I'm trying to think of biomes that I know you can find a village in. There's nothing I really need from the village. I'm just curious at this point. I'm just like, let's see what's out there. And I've got my portal, so if I ever decide I want to make my way back, I just walk through the the dark blue portal. The light blue portal is in my basement. I used that earlier when it got to be nighttime. I went home, took a nap, and came back. I think the new portal, like the actual blocks themselves, like, okay, it's kind of hard to get, but this blue portal block that I placed down here, this is actually a block. And I want to say that in the one of the later updates that have been released, that block now chunk loads, which is cool. That way, if I place it in a portal and leave the chunk for a little while or go really far away, if I want to go back through it, I can. Whereas before, sometimes you'd get stuck or it wouldn't do anything because the chunk unloaded. Now it'll stay loaded, if I'm correct. I can't remember if iTunes said that was something that had been done or was being planned on getting, or he had planned on getting done. Regardless, I think it's already been done because I've noticed I've had a lot better functionality through my portals. So yeah, found a nice little volcano though. That's pretty neat. Basalt is something I'm trying to stay away from right now because, well, several reasons actually. Of course, darker building materials are a little bit harder to see in, especially on a YouTube video. But more importantly, I actually, on one of the last servers, the last server that I actually did a lot of stuff on, I built in a volcano, and I'm actually kind of sick of basalt. So yeah, oh, nice little volcano inside this, or on top of this canyon as well. That's actually really neat. Let's come all the way down here. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna kind of walk around and talk some, because I feel like recording some more stuff right now, and yeah, but I'm not gonna do all this traveling that I'm doing now on camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here because I'm not doing anything very interesting. I'm just running around. Just keep an eye on like up here. You see up here where I've got my coordinates on the mini map. Keep an eye on those and watch as they go crazy, because they'll probably get pretty intense as far as the coordinates go. I plan on doing a lot of extreme traveling. I know probably quite a few of you guys are thinking, don't do so much traveling, because if you do all your traveling now, then that means if you decide to add a mod that adds World Gen, you're going to have to go really far away to get it. No, actually, I don't plan on adding mods that add World Gen, and if I happen to, 2 words, Mystcraft. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I find something interesting. So literally 3 seconds later, I look to my left and I find this. I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, I was right there, and now here. So that was pretty ideal. Found a Thaumcraft village building. I don't know if I've covered these before. Yes I have, because I've got fragment pieces. So we're going to take a look and see what this guy has to offer in his chest. Okay, nothing too interesting. Alumentum, and stuff like this. Now, I showed you guys the research. Excuse me. I've shown you guys the research for Elementum earlier, and I want to show you what it actually does. I haven't made it yet in my by myself, but I don't want to because it's not really useful, in all honesty. Not for me, at least. I was really hoping there was going to be a forge here. I could use some resources. But since I'm in a pretty disposable area, excuse me, I'm not sure what that's all about. I actually think I might be getting a cold. My mom's had a really bad one with bronchitis and everything. But I'm going to keep some safe distance, and I'm thinking maybe right about here. If I right-click with it. Boom. Crazy sauce. Alright, I'm going to keep on exploring. This wasn't really too interesting, unfortunately. I never even bother looking at villager trades because they're never anything I'm at all interested in. So yeah, I'll be back with y'all next time I find something interesting. Looks like a birch forest up here. So yeah.